So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fill out an extra work authorization in the Field View web portal. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to make sure we're on the right project. We need to switch projects. We can do it here, right here. We're on Trust Point Hospital. So we're going to fill out an extra work authorization for Trust Point. We're going to go to Forms. We're going to select Add a New Form right here, the little plus button. We're going to select the type of form, which is an extra work authorization. It gives us one option down here. We're going to select that option. We're going to click Create. It's going to ask us a series of questions. It's going to start with our extra work authorization number. If we don't know what that is, it can be filled in later by the project manager. Anything that does have a red star, you will have to fill out before you can complete this form. This is the date the work was performed. We can select a different date here. We're going to use today's date. GC reference number. This could be, a reference number that they have going back to a change order or a certain request. That can be filled out by the project manager at a later time. We're going to give the description of the work. So right here we can say add a grab bar to ICU patient toilet 4203. Reason for this extra, not shown on drawing. Okay, down here we're going to fill in the total hours worked by each one of these different types of employees. So let's say this was 2 hours for one carpenter on regular time. So we just fill in that number there. Gives us a total hours of 2. Okay, we have nothing on premium only or standard and premium or double time at this point. Now, time verified by GC. This is where we would go in and we would get the GC to sign this document. Typically, we're going to get this done on the iPad, but we can also do it in here in the web portal. If they're not in here, we're going to add a person. We would have the contractor in here. Put in their forename, which is their first name. And he is the superintendent. And click Save. Now, did this require any material? Okay, so here, yes, 2 grab bars. There's a cost here if you know the cost. If you don't know the cost, don't put it in. Bars correctly. We can upload an image right here, take a picture of what we put in. We can add a row to add other lines of material if we need to. This is where you are going to sign this document right here. Sign that document, and then payment authorized by the GC representative. This can also be done from the iPad, or we can do it in this portal. Go up here, change it. You would have the GC's name in this drop down of organizations, and there is Jim Doe right there. He signs it. Now this form is saved, so we can go up here. Once everyone has signed this document, we can change the status of this document to whatever it is. So we could submit it to the super, revise and resubmit. This could be rejected. It could be submitted to the GC for signature. It could be submitted to the project coordinator, or for us, that would also be the project manager. And this is where we would create a change order request. So in this point, we have had the superintendent sign it, and we've submitted it to GC for signature. So now we're going to submit to the project coordinator and hit save. Now if we go back into forms, you can see where this extra work authorization has been started. We have not created the change order request yet. That's going to be done by the project manager. But if we need to, we can come over and we can view this report. It will create a PDF with all the pertinent information on it. You can print this, you can email it if you need to. And we have finished creating this extra work authorization. We can always go back in here and edit information if we need to. It's always going to be here under the forms, extra work authorization.